Cracks in brick? Cracks in block? Sticking windows or doors? Settling or sinking foundation? It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
Here's your weather video for this Sunday morning, the 21st of August. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray, and I am glad to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the National Weather Association annual meeting. It'll be going on through Wednesday. It's sort of a summer camp for meteorologists, and we're all going to have a great time. If you were tracking a potential tropical cyclone number 4, you understand why the National Hurricane Center calls them potential, because sometimes they don't live up to their potential. And this one moved into Mexico late last night without causing much fanfare, without being able to organize into a tropical depression. It will move up into southern Texas today. They will get some beneficial rains in that area, but flooding is not of a concern. There is a tropical wave the National Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on. It is near the Cape Verde Islands, and indications are that it could see some signs of development as we go through the week ahead. We'll be following a disturbance behind that one that also has the potential to develop, and you'll see some interesting results from that in just a few minutes. We'll also watch a tropical wave that will be moving into the northwestern Caribbean later this week, when conditions could be more favorable for development, and that could end up in the Gulf of Mexico, thanks to the upper pressure pattern across North America. This is that upper pressure pattern today, showing a trough of low pressure centered over the Great Lakes states with an axis back into the Arctic. Lots of flash flood watches there from southern Oklahoma into northern Texas, southern Arkansas, northern Louisiana. 2 to 5 inches of rain over a wide area from Wichita Falls to Dallas to Shreveport, and even as far east as Monroe, Louisiana, between today and early tomorrow. Now, as we go toward Monday, that trough expands, pushes a little further to the east. We had kind of hoped it might be able to push a front through our area here in Alabama, and although we'll see some drier air over the northern part of the state later this week, tonight or for the next couple of days, and really on through midweek, we'll see fairly high shower and thunderstorm chances across central Alabama. As you see by Thursday, that system is sort of beginning to get smaller, but we still have a weakness in the pressure pattern over the northern Gulf Coast, and the GFS thinks that might be an opportunity for some tropical mischief. This is the GFS today, showing widespread showers and thunderstorms. Thunderstorms will be likely this afternoon across much of the area. We'll see standard downpours, frequent lightning, some gusty winds. Not expecting much in the way of severe weather. More of the same tomorrow. That deeper moisture to the west of Alabama tries to work its way in here. Rain chances will be very high again. We might not get out of the 70s if the weather is cloudy and rainy enough on Monday. That would be quite delightful for August, a very rare occasion. Tuesday, more of the same. Frontal boundary hanging out over North Alabama. Showers and thunderstorms, the norm du jour across the area. Wednesday, more of the same. Then as we get into Thursday, maybe a little bit lesser coverage, but still some pretty decent rainfall amounts in some areas. By Friday, maybe things are starting to get a little better. The system starts to move off to the east, and maybe we'll see a little bit of drier weather. More of the same for Saturday, but you see a lot of disturbed weather over the northern Gulf of Mexico. And while the GFS is not as bullish on the development with this run, other runs have, of course, shown a full-blown tropical cyclone in the Gulf of Mexico. Needless to say, it looks like heavy rain along the Gulf Coast and up into portions of Alabama and Georgia, depending on the track of whatever low might form. This low moving up into northeastern Georgia by Monday. And then here's the crazy stuff. This is what a lot of people were going crazy about yesterday. GFS all the way out at 384 hours yesterday afternoon. There's a reason they call it the happy hour run. 18Z, because it gets a little crazy sometimes, showing 2 tropical cyclones traveling right behind each other. It's probably not even physically possible, but it does indicate we are moving into the core of the tropics, and by Labor Day we could very well have a tropical cyclone somewhere affecting parts of the southeastern United States. Temperatures off the National Blended Models showing mid-80s today. Mid-80s is the general rural mid to upper 80s, maybe only 70s on Monday. That's kind of hopeful thinking. And here's rainfall at the deterministic GFS, which I show because it's a little crazier. It shows that heavy precipitation that will be associated with a more developed tropical cyclone by Labor Day, the first system preceding it perhaps causing some greater rainfall, especially over eastern Alabama and Georgia. We'll have to wait and see if any of this really happens, but you can pretty much take to the bank 2.5 inches of rain over the next 2 weeks. Well, the weather brains will be coming from Pittsburgh Monday night. We're happy to get James Adel out here on the show. He's up in the upper right-hand corner here of the Brainy Bunch. Weather Brains is the weekly netcast that's all about weather. We'll be talking to a lot of meteorologists from Pittsburgh on Monday night. Get it wherever you get your podcast. We'll let you with a video for this 21st of August. I'll have notes on the blog and update on the forecast coming up at noon. Have the complete look at any Alabama weather that goes on during the day today and any developments in the tropics. But until I get to see you the same time next Sunday, as I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something fun to look at.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block, call Alabama Professional Services. Leaning or bowing basement walls, call APS. Sticking windows or doors, call APS. Settling or sinking foundation, that's right, call APS. It's a fact, foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.